What is it with me in this sweater? I think the last video I did was also with this sweater. It's gonna be my, this California Republic sweater is gonna be my, official, video sweater. But, yeah, so I haven't done a video in a really long time, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright.
Look down in pity upon this, your servant.
Shut up your ass, you worthless piece of shit!
I am the vampire Lestat. I'm immortal, more or less. The light of the sun, the sustained heat of an intense fire, these things might kill me. Then again, they might not. The Vampire Lestat by Anne Rice. As y'all can see by my failed attempt to quote something, I have somewhat of notes. I posted something on Tumblr, you know, that dead website, a few days ago. It was on the 31st of December, before the new year. It was because, so sometime around the middle of the year, I bought the book, The Queen of the Damned, but and then I had purchased the book prior to that one, The Vampire Lestat. So when I bought the Queen of the Damned, I decided I'm gonna actually read these books, and since I don't like to, watch a sequel or watch or read, a sequel to something without watching or reading the first one, I decided to start with The Vampire Lestat. So I had read the book, or had the book read to me on audiobook about 5 years ago, and it was, I fell asleep. But it was really late at night and I fell asleep, but there were certain things that I remembered from that. And, part of it was when it was pretty much every single, epic moment in the book when he killed a pack of wolves by himself as a mortal human. That's kind of redundant, but yes, as a mortal. When he what do you call it? When he became a vampire by the person who made him, and how he died. Then when he turned his mom into a vampire, and then when she eventually left him and they went their separate ways, and also when he met in the book, in the Vampire Lestat, they're referred to as those who must be kept, which is pretty much the Queen of the Damned and her husband. So those were certain things that I was kind of going towards in the book. Those were milestones, I guess. And so while I was reading the book, I was waiting, in anticipation for those. And then when they finally came, I don't know, I got extremely happy. I don't know why. But, yeah. So those were certain things that I would recall from the book. And then, somewhere near the end, so like about halfway through, I lost the book. I couldn't find the book, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna read the Queen of the Damned then, until I can either replace that book or find it. And then I got about a chapter into the Queen of the Damned, so I could have also guessed that Lestat and his mom separated. And then came and then I found it. My mom found it, and I continued reading the book. But this was about 2 weeks before the end of the year, and back in the middle of the year, I swore to finish the book, at least one, by the end of the year. So then I was kind of racing against the clock to try to finish this book, and I did. I finished it exactly on the last day of the year, but somewhere about a week before, like I got to the last like two parts where he actually met, you know, those who must be kept, and I couldn't put the book down. I read every day that I could when, when I had to work, a later shift, when I had the day off, I would read like maybe 3, 4 hours a day because it was just that good near the end. And then when at the end, the very very end, like last 2 days, I finally got to the part where he like you we get a bit of a backstory, I guess, to the Queen of the Damned, right? And her maid. And that at that point I just could not put the book down. I woke up every day, read for 3 hours, and I finally finished it on the last day. And then I was like, it was sort of a bittersweet thing because the book was like I really 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 liked the book, and then I liked the movie The Queen of the Damned, and uh, I had recently read something that said that the book, the movie like is pretty much crap compared to the book, and that's kind of delaying me in reading the actual book because I like the movie. So I mean, if I read the book, then the book is gonna I'm gonna hate the movie, and I don't want to do that. But I really want to read the book. But yeah, anyway, if I don't know if you guys are into that whole vampire stuff, especially Twilight. If you've read Twilight, I'd suggest you read this book. Um, but it does have more sort of adult content. It's not really sexual, but the guy has it's a relationship. It's an incest relationship with his mom. He like loves his mom to the point where it's like love, like you would love somebody else. It's not, it's not parental love. It's actual love. He also has a love for his best friend, which is a male. And then when he becomes a vampire, he lets go of that and falls in love with another male vampire. And then that becomes kind of like I guess it's one of those like abusive relationships because I don't know, it's that relationship would have been complicated. And then he obviously falls in love with the queen. Although it's not really, it's more of a physical attraction, not necessarily like an actual, what do you call it? God, what is it called? Consent. It's not between both of them. It's not reciprocated. Yeah, it's not and then, yeah. But I really want to, what was I getting to this? I don't know. My video cut off from my last one. So I'm trying to make this a little bit shorter because the other one's already really long. Yeah, but, read it. Just read it. I don't remember what I was saying in the last part because I was sitting here talking to myself, apparently. But yeah. If you want to, read more, because I get really, 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 I don't know. I put more towards the text. I'll put a link down at the bottom to my, the Tumblr post. You can read it there too. But yeah. Have a good day, y'all.